Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, Fergie to her friends and foes alike, has just unleashed a verbal grenade that could sink Meghan Markle's carefully curated image once and for all.
Yacht days with Prince Andrew?
A connection that predates Harry? And whispers of first client deals that scream opportunism. Buckle up, because Fergie's not holding back, and neither am I. If you've ever wondered if Meghan's rags to riches to royalty story holds water, or if it's just a fancy yacht party gone wrong, this video is your wake-up call. Picture this, it's late 2024, and Fergie, ever the queen of candid chaos, sits down for a podcast chat that's supposed to be light-hearted chit-chat about royal life. But no, Sarah Ferguson doesn't do light. She drops a line about Meghan's yacht days and a mysterious tie to none other than her ex-husband, Prince Andrew. According to sources close to the chatter, Fergie hinted at Meghan being Andrew's first client in some shadowy networking scheme on the high seas. Stunned?
You should be.
This isn't vague gossip, it's a pointed arrow straight at Meghan's pre-royal playbook. Let's break it down with the facts we've got. Yachts aren't just boats for the elite. They are floating networking hubs where deals are sealed, connections are made, and reputations can drown. Fergie, who knows a thing or two about scandal after her own toe-sucking tabloid nightmare, painted a picture of Meghan rubbing elbows with power players like Andrew long before Harry entered the scene. And get this, recent ex-posts are exploding with reactions, echoing exactly what you're thinking. One user nailed it, once a yacht girl, always a yacht girl. Another cheered, ooh, don't you just love Fergie? She can't help but tell the truth.
Why?
Because Fergie has zero to lose. Divorced, sidelined, and now cancer-free but freer than ever, she's been unleashed by the royal family, as one commenter put it. No more gag orders, just pure, unadulterated truth-telling, and maybe a book deal to boot. But here's the incisive part, this isn't random shade. Fergie was Diana's best friend, the one who could have been Meghan's mentor. Remember in the Netflix docuseries how Meghan gushed about Fergie teaching her to curtsy at Royal Lodge?
That was supposed to be their bonding moment. Now?
It's turned into a betrayal. Fergie's reveal screams, I know who you really are, and it's not the humanitarian heroine you play on TV. It's a masterclass in subtle savagery, grounded in their shared history of stepping over lines for a shot at the crown. Now, let's zoom out and connect the dots to Meghan's origin story, the one she loves to spin as self-made Hollywood star. Spoiler, it's more like hand-me-down fame via handshakes. Before Suits, before the blog that barely paid the bills, Meghan was grinding in the shadows of Tinseltown.
And those yacht days? They weren't innocent joyrides.
As Fergie's exposé implies, they were calculated climbs up the social ladder, rubbing shoulders with the likes of Andrew in elite circles where doors open with a wink and a wave. One ex-user summed it up brutally, she stepped over a lot of bodies to get what she wanted and nothing could stop her.
Harsh? Absolutely. True? The timeline doesn't lie. Take her career pivot to Suits.
Meghan wasn't some A-lister discovered in a coffee shop audition. No, her second husband, Trevor Engle's son, the producer, pulled strings to land her that gig on a third-rate cable show filmed in Toronto, not even Hollywood proper. We're talking USA Network, folks, not Oscars bait. She was Rachel Zane for 7 seasons, sure, but let's be real, most of America hadn't heard of her until Harry.
Why?
Because she wasn't a household name, she was a hustler honing her craft in obscurity.
And that briefcase girl gig at the US Embassy?
Cute resume fodder, but it screams networking novice desperate for an fast forward to the royal romance, and the irony thickens like fog on the Thames. Harry, bless his wounded heart, gets his uncle's used goods, as one commenter wickedly quipped. Andrew's scandals are legendary, Epstein flights, that infamous Pizza Express alibi. But Meghan's yacht overlap?
It's the poetic justice Fergie couldn't resist highlighting.
How ironic that Harry, forever the spare, marries into a narrative where his aunt is spilling tea on his wife's pre-prince playbook. Fergie knows the game. She slept her way to a prince herself in the 80s, trading charm for a coronet. But unlike Meghan, Fergie owned her mess-ups, rebuilt without the endless victim card.
Meghan?
She curated a facade of woke warrior. Feminism podcasts one day, private jet jaunts the next. Fergie's drop exposes the hypocrisy. Secrets always come to light. And this one's glaring. Meghan's Netflix Harry and Meghan glossed over her curtsy crash course at Fergie and Andrews, framing it as quaint. But Fergie's recent jabs? They are the rebuttal. With Andrew and Fergie booted from Royal Lodge amid Charles' slimdown, what's left?
Storytelling.
Fergie's books, podcasts, they are her payday, and Meghan's her plot twist. The royal family have unleashed Fergie, One insider quipped. This girl has just been given the freedom to say whatever the hell she wants and make some money out of it as well.
Spot on. Why lie?
Fergie gains nothing from fiction. Everything from fire. Meghan's defenders cry misogyny. But let's be real. This is accountability. She wasn't a Hollywood heavyweight. She was a mid-tier actress with a blog and a yoga mat. Trevor got her suits. Harry got her relevance. So, how does this land on poor Harry? The ginger prince, still chasing his mother's ghost, blind to the red flags waving like Union Jacks in a gale. Fergie's not just exposing Meghan, she's handing Harry a lifeline. Wake up, nephew, before you become Andrew 2.0. One ex-firebrand put it perfectly. If I was Fergie, I would tell all about Meg. The same exit would follow for H that happened to Andrew.
Spot on.
Andrew's exiled to the shadows, stripped of titles and dignity. Harry's on the same trajectory. Frogmore eviction, family frusts, and a Montecito mansion that's more gilded cage than glam escape. And Meghan's complicity? Unbelievable.
How does she marry into the family knowing this baggage could surface?
Yacht pics don't lie, connections don't vanish. Fergie, as Diana's confidant, is basically ghostwriting Harry's divorce script. Get rid of Meghan for fraud, as one post demands. The royal family didn't just unleash Fergie, they weaponized her. With Andrew's Epstein echoes still reverberating and Fergie's own scandals in the review, she's got the freedom to Monetize the mess. Books, podcasts, tell-alls. Why not? Meghan's not a Hollywood heavyweight, she's a cable actress who parlayed a prince into a brand. Never a celebrity until Harry. And now? Her Netflix flops and lifestyle grifts are unraveling faster than a bad curtsy. Critics love to cry misogyny, but this is pattern recognition. Fergie mirrors Meghan's ambition. Both outsiders who dazzle their way in, only to dazzle their way out. But Fergie's learned humility, Meghan's doubled down on delusion. The evidence? Her upstaging antics, like announcing Archer's pregnancy on Eugénie's wedding day, which had Fergie fuming and tweeting shade. Or the bullying claims from staff that echo Andrew's HR nightmares. It's a cycle. Ambition unchecked leads to isolation. Harry's second-place finish? It's not irony, it's inevitability. In the end, Fergie's yacht bombshell isn't just gossip, it's a seismic shift, cracking Meghan's porcelain persona wide open. From yacht girl to Duchess, her path was paved with opportunism, not originality. She wasn't a star, she was a strategist who stepped over bodies, leveraged husbands, and gambled on a prince's naivety. Harry deserves better than used goods recycled from his uncle's playbook. And the royals? They've got Fergie as their truth serum, proving that no one's untouchable when the tide turns. So, Meghan, take note, once a yacht girl, always one if you don't drop anchor on the drama. Harry, wake up, your aunt's not the villain, she's the voice of reason. And to you, the audience, the Windsors are a house of cards, but truth is the gust that'll topple it. If this exposé fired you up, smash that like, drop your hottest take in the comments, Fergie for sainthood or total takedown. Share this with a friend who's still buying the Sussex sparkle, and subscribe for the next deep dive. Until then, stay skeptical, stay sharp. This is UK Royal Report, signing off.
Secrets out. Now what?